Alright, that wasn't too long. That was not too long. We're probably, for the first minute here, going to have some pretty hefty dropped frames just because we're, you know, it's still kind of resetting itself. But hopefully we are just straight back. Looks like we're not getting any major lags so far. It's running pretty one-to-one. We're not getting any dropped frames, so I mean, there we go, yo. Everybody still here? Hi, Freya. I'm gonna eat a chip. Come here, kitty cat. You want cuddles? Come here. Come here. No, come here. Don't try and deny it. There you go. Put your bum down, cat. There you go. Alright, fine. Get out of here. Alright. I see the numbers. I'm just going to assume people are here. Recommence. Give me my pipe. Don't take my pipe. There we go. Alright, did we talk to this person? That wall seems indestructible. We've been trying to dig through it for a while. Oh, yeah, no, I already read that one. Get out of here, you. Did you want this cannon? Do you want this cake? I want it. Did you want this cake? I want it. Do you want this cake? I want it. Do you want this cake? I want that cake! No. All we really want to do is break down that wall right there. If we can find someone to do that, we'll give them the cannon. Well, if you can figure out a way to break down this wall, it's all yours. Alright, we figured out that we need to put a steel ball in there, but what do you do then? You can stick a ball in there just fine, but I don't think it'll be coming out on its own. You can put metal balls in the barrel, but what makes them come out again? It looks a little like an old ballista, but the way it works is totally different. What idiot said that we'd be able to destroy that wall if we dragged the cannon up here? We brought the cannon up here to break down the old wall, but we don't have any ammunition. Cannons are so heavy. Why did we bring it up here if we're not going to use it? I think that's everywhere we can go. We've already been down here. Yeah. How we doing? 2.7 dropped frames. And just sending a text message in case I'm not audible. I am not the website audible, that is for sure. We can climb this little tower, I guess. Want to? Doesn't really seem to be any point except to look beyond there. Ah, come on. Oh, I should move the mouse cursor. Can't get the gin until we get over to that side. Alright, I think there's nothing left to do except blow it. That's what she said. Kaboom! Was everyone alright? Sorry, I was talking to my mom. Yeah, it's all good. I had to do that too. Did you hear that? That sound was incredible! What do you think you're doing making all that noise? Hey, look at that! What are you looking at? It wasn't me, it was the wall! Look at the wall! So you are indeed audible and not currently laggy, frozen, infinitely buffering. Excellent. Resetting the modem seems to have helped. We're only dropping 6% of frames, but it looks like it's staying stable around there, which is good. The wall! It's gone! Well, it's mostly gone, yeah. You can get through to the other side now. How did you manage to break down the wall? Oh, never mind. What's important here is that we can dig on the other side of the wall now. Yeah, who cares how it happened? We can dig again. Well, we did what you asked. You did what we asked, so the cannon's all yours. It's gonna be tough carrying that thing around. These guys are new in town, aren't they? Do you think they came from Attica or Hesperia? I don't know, but I can tell you they came by boat. Oh, that's why that exists. Yeah, I see one anchored on the beach. Actually, it's literally right in front of the town. That boat's yours, isn't it? Well, why don't you let us get that cannon onto your boat for you, huh? Oh, hey, buffer wheel intensifies. Oh. It's okay for now. Well, hopefully it stays that way. Keep an eye on things, yeah, you know, as much as I can. There's something buried here, but I can't dig it up by hand. Yeah, I know, I've got scoop. That's what it's for, homie. Yo, can you cast it, please? Golem core. I think there's also a mithril silver here. Oh, salamander core. No, golem core? Golem core. We already got the golem core. I don't know, Oh, it is another golem core. Is there any other over here? I remember there being more. I'm pretty sure there was even a salamander tail, but I guess not. Just 2 golem cores. Wasn't there at least a mithril silver? Am I just imagining that? I could have sworn there was a mithril in Loho. Of course, that might be, the one on the bottom that we couldn't get to yet. LOL's a good gin. Useful for, higher level strats. I saw some of the village men carrying the cannon out of town. I don't know where they were taking it, but I'm glad the cannon's gone. I think they just wanted to make some room for us to begin mining again. I think we have to leave and come back for people to realize that the cannon went off. And that they can dig on the other side of town again. There's the mithril silver. I knew there was some here somewhere. Ah, so you have a quest to fulfill, do you? I guess that means you're leaving soon. When I was your age, I used to love the life of danger and adventure. Give me a dwarf party member, damn it! When they got wherever they're going, they'll tell the world that Loho's got the best metal. Yeah, but you guys don't even have a forge. You don't sell any specific weapons. You're disappointing. Get better, Loho. You probably only want the cannons so you can force other people to obey your will. These guys must be really ballsy sailing around all over the world like that. I think we've dug up all that there is out here. I'm going to find myself a new spot inside the wall. Even at my age, I just love the feel of digging into the earth. Still, when you're not digging up anything good, you start to feel a little frustrated. Do we mind reading this guy? Yes. I've got to go stake myself a claim on the other side of that wall. We found some valuable metals out here. Think what we'll find inside. I just need to stick to this one spot. Eventually I'll dig up something valuable. It's not quite how it works, buddy, but you do you. That cannon sure gives off a serious bang. Everyone in Loho was totally shocked. That cannon was really loud. Imagine if you were standing right next to it. Was that you that fired the cannon earlier? If you know how to use the cannon, you'll be able to sail in the Northern Sea. That cannon can shatter any of the ice floes that keep the ship from trying to sail north. When we found that cannon at the dig, I thought it was just useless junk. If you know how to use it, it can be a pretty potent tool. I don't think we should have given the cannon away. We should have sold it to Tolby. Oh, Tolby would love that cannon. You've acquired a splendid cannon. Just be sure that you use it wisely. Meanwhile, he's raging that they gave it away. It worries me to no end thinking of the evils one could do with that cannon. Love the dwarf statues, by the way. Dwarf party member when? Anyone over here already? No, we gotta leave and come back. Actually, they might not even move. You don't have anything to worry about. We got the cannon onto our ship with no problems. Now we're going to start excavating the ground north of the wall you knocked a hole in. We'll go back in just to be sure, and I think I want to stay at the end again, too. There we go. Thanks for opening up the wall. There are some great places to dig out here. I only just started digging, and I'm already wealthy beyond my wildest dreams. I keep digging up little tiny gems and metals, but when I get enough, I'll be rich. After all, when you pile up enough dirt, you eventually make a mighty mountain. I've hit the mother lode. I keep on digging, and I keep getting more and more. I've got this giddy feeling, like I'm going to dig up a mountain of money. Whenever I get this feeling, I always dig out a fortune. Doesn't matter how old you get, nothing beats the feeling of digging a new mine. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty, we'll stay at the inn real quick. Oh, wrong table. There we go. Oh yeah, we should talk to her too. Her dialogue might have changed. Now we don't have a symbol anymore. We just have a town full of holes. I hear you took our cannon in exchange for knocking down that ancient wall. I'll be sorry to see it go. That cannon was going to make Loho famous. Ah, don't worry, I need it. Alright, before we go... Alright, we've got 17, 17, 16, 16. Cool. We're gonna double check the gin list real quick. Alright. We have Fury, we have Loho. 17, 17, 16, 16. Prox, well, Prox and Mars Lighthouse. Yep, so nowhere to head to, but Prox. We've got everything we need. We don't even need to stop by Called. No way, Colt! You're boring. Get wrecked, Turtle Dragons! You ain't nothing! What did I just say? Not here. Hi, exact same turtle dragons from before. How you doing? Go this way. No. No, that way. Can we blow this one up? No. Ooh, a phoenix! Why is there a phoenix here? Hey, I'm not complaining. Void beam! So cool. Level 32 Garrett. Okay, how... Oh, here we go. Did I just not go that way before? I guess not. Alrighty. Let's blow a hole in this area and move on. Right there, that's the one. Two shakes. Let you listen to Felix's good old power ballad for a moment. That wasn't the one, okay. Crane, come look at this. There's a huge ice wall blocking our path. No, I don't want to listen to Felix's power ballad. Unacceptable, you must. Nothing to worry about, Jenna. We'll just have to use that cannon we got in Loho. That's right. If the cannon can blast away a stone wall, think what it'll do to ice. Felix, take us between those two blocks of ice for shelter when you fire the cannon. What shelter is this providing? Why don't we, like, back up a bit more? We should be safe if we fire from this distance. Okay, here we go. Felix, aim right at the ice wall and fire when ready. Fire the magma ball! Kaboom! Great, we did it! We can keep going now! Alright, let's head for the Northern Sea. Let's go! Yay, shrinking boat! Oh, and of course, fly, you fool! Welcome to the Great Northern Wastes. Network error! Aw, shit. What timing? Oh, not this way. Oh yeah, they, I think they force you to ditch your boat because of foresting. Oh no, it's right there. Say hello to Prox. The final village. Felix, welcome back to Prox. It looks like only Mars Lighthouse still needs lighting. Agitillo didn't think you'd be coming back here, so I'm a little surprised to see you. Agitillo and Cars told me that Felix ran away because their quest was too dangerous. Bullshit! Well, once the final lighthouse is lit, the winds should weaken. They keep getting stronger, though. If this weather continues much longer, we'll all be buried under snow in no time. The rift at Mars Lighthouse gets wider every day. If we don't find a way to stop it, I think it's going to devour Prox entirely. I thought Prox would be here forever, but now it looks like it might be destroyed. Our chieftain told me that the rift is growing larger by the day, just like Gaia Falls is. We'd better light the Mars beacon soon, or Prox is finished. Hello, Cop. Welcome to the stream. Nobody believed that the rift would go as far south as Prox. They all thought Puella was being melodramatic, but no one thinks that anymore. Not too long ago, I climbed the mountains to the north to look at the rift. It was huge. The northern rift has gotten so big that I couldn't see the other side. Those boiling vegetables look like weeds. I'm pretty sure I won't be eating any of those anytime soon. Ooh, rip. Hey, Cop. Sorry about the eye. Oh, I did not see the bit about the eye. How are you doing, man? Has it gone down a bit? It's probably an insect bite. That's instantly what it sounds like. Is there a... No. I know there's a dark matter here somewhere, though. Yeah, literally right here. Well, welcome to consciousness. I'm sorry about the consciousness. I know how that must suck. I think this is where the gin is? Yes. I'm sorry, little buddy! I'm coming! Let me get you out of there. Mold is a fun gin. It's literally, why are you hitting yourself, gin? Oh, is this where the extra gin is? If you don't have all your transfer? Because I saw that there was one in Prox. Also, you say that, Cop, but there's always insects around that can bite you. Whether you're aware of them or not. Oh, it's in the parents' house, okay. We're used to the cold up here in Prox, but lately it seems to be getting worse. It gets cold around here, but this is the first time I've ever seen snow pile up on the river. Oh, I missed the second line there. What if Agitatio doesn't reach Mars Lighthouse in time? I like how they act like Agitatio's the one in charge when clearly Kars wears the pants in that relationship. Have you seen Saturos or Minardi? People have been saying that they were killed. I can't believe anyone could have beaten Saturos and Minardi. Could have been a horsefly, it could also be an infected mosquito bite, because I know you said there's mosquitoes there. Those poor children. They don't understand what's about to happen to us. I just want them to be happy in the short time left to us. I can't bring myself to tell them what's going to happen to us. Oh, please save us. My parents told me that it would do me good to get some fresh air, but I'm freezing. I always catch a cold when I'm outside in weather like this. Does Mom want me to get sick? No mosquitoes there? Oh, well that's good. The wind is so cold and bitter that we decided to hide out inside our igloo. Mama and Papa have been acting real strangely lately. They seem so sad. Whenever I ask them what's going on, they tell me to go outside and play some more. Felix, you like igloos, right? You would say that. You come from somewhere warm and sunny. We didn't have anything to play with, so we just decided to make this thing. Well, if you don't like cold things, you're in the wrong place. We just built this so we'd have something to do to keep us warm. I hate igloos, but at least it's protecting us from the wind. This igloo always makes you sad? Yeah. Prox is a very sad place.
If Mars Lighthouse's fires are not rekindled, Prox will be destroyed. But that's not all. Eventually, Gaia Falls will continue to erode, finally devouring all of Weird. No one thought about our needs when they extinguished the great lighthouses. Now, because of them, our great land is dying, crumbling away at the edges. To think that we all once had the power to control nature. What fools we were. I think it's too late for us already, but if they light the fires, we'll be ready for them.
Loot? No loot. Prox originally flourished because concerned adepts lit the fires of the Mars Lighthouse. Now, we the people of the Northern Flame have been forgotten by the outside world. When the lighthouses were all extinguished, every great civilization faded away. Wait. Didn't check this one. Okay. Had to check. Oh, here's our store. When you left Prox, you were so young that you could barely lift a sword. Now look at you. You can handle any weapon with ease. What has he gone through that has become so strong in such a short time?
You go away for a little while and you come back a strong and mighty warrior. I'm so proud of you. Felix looks so confident, so bold. You can see it in his eyes.
Alright, anything to sell? Definitely need to stop by Yalom again. I think we're good. Yep, we're good. Any new artifacts? That's new. Alright, yeah, you go ahead and take that, Jenna. Mooney Road. There it is. To Ivan? No. Alright, cool. Where were we? Right here. Take your potion. Take your water of life. I think that's likely it. Yes, that's it. This lady sells mist potions? Oh shit, she does straight up sell mist potions, hell yeah. Thank you. That was totally unnecessary, but absolutely worth it. I don't even know if I knew that. I never checked the, Well, I do check, so I should have probably known. Probably just forgot. I've been keeping a close eye on the northern skies. Once I see a bright flash in the distance, I'll know the last beacon has been lit. Everything is supposed to return to normal once Mars Lighthouse is lit again. I'm not going up there yet. I'm glad you made it back safely. The ice is making it very difficult for anyone to sail here. Ever since Agitatio returned from Jupiter Lighthouse, the winds have been stronger than ever. Lucky medal? Nope. I hear Agitatio and Cost have gone to Mars Lighthouse. What if their actions only cause more turmoil? How can we be sure they're right? These catastrophes are the results of the lighthouse beacons being rekindled. The snow, this wind, it all started after Jupiter Lighthouse was lit. mean, you're not wrong, dude. But it's because Mars needs to be lit too, you know? I don't think we've talked to those people yet. We sent emissaries to Vale to tell them that Wayard was dying, but they wouldn't listen to us. If only they had listened to us. At least the journey wasn't for nothing. We learned that Sol's Sanctum held a hidden secret.
Vale's elders were stubborn. They refused to listen to us, and they drove us out by force. We had gone in peace, hoping to convince them of the plight our world faces. 3 years ago, we sent all our finest to Sol's Sanctum. All but 2 were killed in a trap. The people of Vale couldn't possibly understand how dire our need was.
There's cheese in the stew. Hey, that's mold growing on that. Is it supposed to be like that? Ew, that's gross. Don't make don't make stews with moldy cheese. Oh yeah, we definitely talked to her. Didn't go in the house. Alright, is that everything? Thought so, looked like it had something. Cookie, eh? Nice. I think we have been in... Did we go in here? No.
Puel, our chieftain, we're worried about Agitatio and Karst. He's gone to the northern edge of town to wait for them. Now that Saturos and his team are gone, Agitatio is the last of our warriors. If something happens to them, our final hope is lost.
I wonder if anyone would eat me if I was a moldy piece of cheese? No. Both because it was you, and because you were a moldy piece of cheese. The people Saturos rescued from the storm in Vale should be waiting in their room. Once Mars Lighthouse has been lit, they'll be free to return home. Mars is the last lighthouse that needs to be rekindled. Once that's been taken care of, the people of Vale shall be set free. Don't forget, Felix, your mother and father are staying at the north end of Prox. Saturos used Felix's parents to force Felix to follow him on his mission. We've fallen on hard times when we need to coerce people to join our cause. Items? Oh! Ooh, a sacred feather, nice. Not really, I mean, but, you know, don't get many of them. I think we're pretty much good with the south end of Prox. Yep, absolutely. Head back over then. Oh, that's where we got mold. They're not here.
Strange. We looked all over the village, and we can't find any trace of them at all.
Everyone says they practically vanished without a trace. It's so strange.
You don't think they...
They wouldn't have gone to the lighthouse.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Quell's going to be upset that we didn't follow his order to free them, though.
He was clear about it, too. When Felix returns to Prox, set his parents free. Felix took the trouble of coming back for his parents, and now they're just gone? I can't think of anywhere else Felix's parents might have gone.
Quell ordered me to set your parents free. That's why I'm here now. The only thing is, no one else is here. I don't know where your parents went. Quell wanted to set Felix's parents free before Prox was destroyed, but if we can't find them, how can we set them free? Oven? There is some strange dish made using fish eggs. There are strings coming from them. I wonder if that's normal. I have no idea what that dish is. I was gonna say, like... whatever the name for fish eggs is, starts with a C, I think. but that doesn't have strings in it. Caviar. The caviar doesn't have strings in it. At least I don't think so. Can't wait. We can't wait for Agitatio and his men any longer. If we wait much longer, this wind and snow will make it impossible to reach the lighthouse. I'm going to the lighthouse. Will any of you come with me?
Puel, I can't let you go on your own. If something were to happen to you, who would lead our village? Please, you must let us go in your stead.
How can you expect me to accomplish? How can you expect to accomplish what Agitatio and Karst could not?
They may have been more powerful than any of us, but we can't just stand by. They're not coming back, just like Saturos. You have to let us try.
I can't. I can't allow it.
Listen to your elder. He speaks wisely.
I'm going all over on the voices here. I'm speaking to you too, Puel. If Agitatio and Karst cannot do the task, how can you, a single man, hope to do it? What are you saying? If we stand around debating, our town is doomed for certain. We can't risk sacrificing any more lives. So, we must sit here and wait for a miracle to come. Hi, I'm a miracle.
Puel promised that he would return our hostages to Vale. If you don't believe me, ask him yourself.
Puel never intended to take hostages. He wanted the people of Vale to be returned safely. Saturos insisted that we hold on to them for our safety, but Puel disagreed.
Our synergy feels weak. I can sense it inside me. The water, earth, and wind lighthouses have been lit, and fire alone remains dark. If only my fire synergy weren't so weak now, I might be able to help. All we can do is wait for Agitatio and his men to return. But no honest soldier can sit idly by while others do all the work. If they didn't light the beacon and they didn't return home, Agitatio's team must have failed. I feel so helpless. Agitatio has not returned, and the lighthouse beacon remains unlit. Puel is stronger than any of us, and there's nothing he can do to save us. But if we don't take some kind of action, Prox will be destroyed for sure. If we were better adepts, we could try to enter the lighthouse ourselves. Neither our elder nor Puel will tell us what's going on at the lighthouse. Why are we training so much? A lighthouse shouldn't pose that much danger.
Was that you, Felix? When did you return to Prox? You should take your parents back to Vale, so they can at least die in their hometown. If the lighthouse isn't lit soon, Prox is doomed. Well, I need to get out of here.
Man, I picked the right voice for you. You. Felix, it's you.
I'd heard that you had returned to us. You look so much stronger than when you left.
It seems he has brought some allies with him.
Yes, I am Kraden. My name is Isaac.
Isaac, isn't that...
That is the name of the one Agitatio said had killed Saturos and Minardi. Isaac, stop that. You are correct, but Isaac had reasons for fighting them. Saturos and Minardi had invaded Vale, stolen a sacred treasure, triggered a volcano. We cannot blame Isaac for pursuing them and fighting to regain what they had stolen. We only wanted to stop them. We didn't think they'd fight us to the death. They flung themselves into the opening of Venus Lighthouse's beacon.
Did Saturos and Minardi put up a good fight? I'll bet you thought you didn't stand a chance against them, huh? You were probably really tense the whole time.
Saturos and Minardi had a job to do. That was all.
If I'd been in your shoes, I'd have done the same thing. I can't blame you. And in the end, you were stronger than they were. You should be proud of that.
I am sad that they lost their lives on their quest, but there was no avoiding it. What has happened cannot be undone. We should cooperate to find a way to save Waynard. We understand that Agitatio and Karst have made for Mars Lighthouse and not returned. Then all that remains for us is to wait until Gaia Falls carries us all to our doom. It It seems that Mars Lighthouse is as dangerous as all the rest. We have only a few soldiers remaining, and none who can make the climb to the area. Only Saturos and perhaps Agitatio were strong enough to reach the top. None of them can help us now. You think we can do it? I agree, Felix. We've climbed 3 lighthouses already. What's one more? Let's go to Mars Lighthouse. They've proven themselves strong enough. I say we trust in Felix to do this. This is an unexpected turn of events, but yes, I think you can light the lighthouse. Off to Mars Lighthouse. Let's go, Felix. Come on, Isaac. There is one thing that I don't want you to forget. In order to light the beacon at Mars Lighthouse, you will need to have the Mars Star. And Agitatio and Karst have the Mars Star now. You must find Agitatio and Karst, and you must take the Mars Star from them. Thanks for your help. The future of Weird rests in your hands. I think this is same dialogue. Yeah. Felix, you are the only hope left to us now. Good luck. If they were strong enough to defeat Saturos and Minardi, perhaps they can do the job. You must find Karst, get the Mars Star, and light the lighthouse. If this doesn't work, we're all finished. Prox, Weird, even Vale, all will be lost. So, we're not going to be doing all of Mars Lighthouse today, because it's actually pretty long. I only ever do Mars Lighthouse until I have 3 things. The Saw Blade, the Mars Djinn, which I believe is Cinder, and the Teleport Lapis, obviously. Might not even go for the Saw Blade, but we might. I can't remember where in the lighthouse it is, so it depends on how far it is. But at the very least, the Mars Djinn and the Teleport Lapis. Yes. Mars Lighthouse is a really fun lighthouse, though. Like, everyone talks up Venus Lighthouse. Venus Lighthouse is great, don't get me wrong. Mars Lighthouse has some really fun puzzles, and I like its overall mechanic. Ooh, level 32 Maya, good job. There isn't much that we can do in this main room until some shenanigans ensue. Oh, hi, Mimic. Jupiter felt longer, though. Honestly, Jupiter did not take very long, except for a very small portion where I got lost. Like, we blazed through Jupiter, except for that very small portion where I got lost. I basically forgot that I was able to go up that one center pillar of light until Ton figured it out. Oh, it's actually Pierre's. Pierre's gets a cookie. I think the reason Jupiter feels longer is because there's so many ways to accidentally fall down to the floor below you. Mars Lighthouse feels very definitely like a final dungeon. Although, of course, the Contigo Sanctum thing is obviously a good bonus optional dungeon. Soul Blade is right before the boss battle shadow, then yeah, we won't be getting that until the actual end then. So it'll basically be useless. So what we're going to do, we're going to likely end today's stream after we get the Teleport Lapis and the Djinn. We'll start next stream with doing the bonus dungeons and all the, like, Yalom kind of stuff. You know, going around collecting all the collectibles we missed. And then, depending on how quick it is, we might also just beat the game right then and there, or we might save that for a final stream. So after today, there will be 1 to 2 more Golden Sun streams left for the Lost Age. Oof, rip. That was unnecessary. Yeah, I knew she would kill it. Besides, gotta make Maya do the healing. Hi! I'm gonna get you, Cinder. Shaft device is poking up through the floor. I think something has to weaken this first, but this might just do it. Yeah, something has to weaken that first. Isn't this the only path we can go? Am I being dense? I might be being dense. Oh, grind. Grind, right. An actual other use of grind. I forget that spell exists. I hate to break it to you, Shadow, that's not Cinder. Oh, do I already have Cinder? Cinder. Oh, that's Fugue. Fugue's worthless. Where do I get Cinder? Am I imagining Cinder's existence? I'm fairly certain that's a Djinn. But we already have 17 Mars. There is no Cinder? Is it? Is there really? There's no Djinn named Cinder. What? I'm completely flabbergasted by this. I think I just Mandela affected a Djinn named Cinder my entire goddamn life. I always thought there was another revival Djinn, and I know there's Tinder, like I know there's Tinder, but I thought there was a Cinder. In Dark Dawn, sure, but I thought there was one in this game. Wow! That just blew my damn mind. Brain fried, absolutely. I always thought there was a Cinder. Void Beam! God, I love that thing. Void Beam! Wait, you get the Soul Blade before you get Fugue? I know we get the Teleport Lapis before we get the Djinn. And I know you have to go like a little bit past to get to the Djinn, but Mars has a lot of Revive Djinn, it really does. Fugue is after the dragons. Soul Blade is acquired before the Karch Agitato fight. Alright, well, you know, let's not worry too much about it. I'll know when I want to get out of here. Kind of zoning out. Worries intensely. Get me out! Get me out! Can't get out. Get me out inside. Can't get out. And you need to heat up the tower, which you need to do before you get Fugue. Yes. Honestly, all things depending on, you know, what is left over when we finish up with the thing, we might just finish Mars Lighthouse up into the boss fight and then turn around and leave. That might be a bit better. Oh, cool, network error. Finally back. Refreshing my display on my end, it looks like it's back but lagging heavily behind. Oh, there we go. Alright. Here that we're back, I'm trusting. Shit. Ah, shit. Like, I just got back from the infinite network error. Yeah, I know, I was refreshing on my computer into network errors and infinite loading bars, too. Which is really frustrating. And the really shitty thing is when it does that, all I can do is just wait and hope that it stops. It's really vexatious. Gotta let it have its temper tantrums, I guess. Shit, shouldn't have did that. That's my own damn fault. Walk of shame. Oh no, he's getting ready to sack. Either that or he grabbed his sack. I'm not sure which one would raise attack more. Alright, let's try this again. Haha! Gotcha! We'll use the move method because it takes like no time at all. Ha 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 ha! Suck it. Anywho, as I was saying, Mars Djinn is after beating all the Tower Mercuries before. Are there 2 Djinns in here? Oh. There probably are, aren't there? Yeah, we'll probably just end up, like, depending on how long is left when we get the Teleport Lapis, we'll probably just end up beating Mars Lighthouse. Getting to, like, the actual, boss fight, and then just retreating out. And then heading out to do shenanigans. There are 2 Djinns. And Didi Babaloo. Remember, there are 2 different boss encounters, Shadow? There's obviously the Flame Dragons. And unless you're referring to Doom Dragon, which is just, I mean, like, come on. Obviously, there's a final boss. Yeah. You could not call me a Golden Sun fan if I did not remember that you fight Agitatio and Karst in their, upgraded, air quotes, forms. Like, come on. There's even a really fun glitch hanging over them with, the crack, which I will definitely showcase when it's time. Which way do I go? Finish him. Oh yeah, we went that way. Okay, so then what's here? 2 doodle bugs. Nice. Doodle bugs are hella weak. Oh, that's how we got. What was the point of... Okay. Can we cast Burst? We can cast Burst. is back. Should be back. Yep, okay. In the future, if we end up having the infinite network refresh, because I'm keeping a close tab, I've got the stream pulled up on my computer, chances are I'll have noticed a network error too. So if it does refresh into network error, don't need to keep refreshing. I'll keep refreshing, and I'll let you know when it comes back. Oh, can't do that yet. Yeah, actually, I think we get the teleport lapis pretty early on, because we need it for a lot of the lighthouses puzzles. Oh, this is fun. Boom, baby. I love all these dragon heads. I love that there's one later on where it's constantly firing and you have to like charge down a corridor of ice at it, ducking into the little... I like that area. That area's a fun area. And I think there's one where the fire is moving along a track really slowly. Congrats, Jenna. And you have to race to the end before it reaches the dragon head, because it'll like launch a fireball in your face. Let's do this one first. Like, Mars Lighthouse has some really fun puzzles. Ooh, that was a weird visual glitch. Oh, is this the teleport lapis? Oh, no, it's just a bar of gold. Bars of gold are nice. I feel like I'm seeing visual glitches suddenly pop up. I should save. It's weird. Oh! This is one of the ones I was thinking of. And you actually do have to use the fireball protection spots or it'll blast in your face. It's really fast. Fast and frequent. Okay, that's that side. I think that's all we need. Yes. Alright, time to run the gauntlet. See ya! Bitch, I make it look easy. Whee! Oh, hi, Mercury Jin. Come here, little friendo. I only seek to enslave you. How do I do? How do I do? Okay, I need to hit that one there. No, that did nothing. Hold on, little buddy. I'm coming for you. Don't you fret. Oh, here we go. Oh, I need that over here, don't I? I do. I need to get back up here. How do I do that?
don't know if I can do that. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, I need to do this. Aha! I'm a smart boy. Do I do this? I do that. Come here, bitch! Prepare to be dominated. Don't even remember what gin you are. Oh, balm, right? Balm, yep, cool. Yeah, we're actually, you know what? As useful as balm would be, that's more of a, you know, secondary party having to sub in. Ugh. Cool. Anyways, I'm gonna give Balm to Maya, just because it's more useful for an emergency. The main party needs to be revived stat kind of dealio. Alright, no, wait, do I need to... Could I have gone when I had... Shit. Yes, there we go. Looks pretty slideshowy, though. Not surprised. Teleport Lapis. As much as I would love to give this to Felix, again, I don't want to have to get rid of his... See, normally when I play, I get rid of his boots and his shirt. So he just never has boots or a shirt. But I actually want him to have the full golden equipment this time around, and... Oh, who got it? Sheba got it? You're gonna give that to Ivan. Yes. Hi, Shadow. Welcome back, Shadow. Hi, Cop. Welcome back, Cop. But now I have to go to... Oh, that bothers me. Fine. 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 It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely fine. It's fine. I'm not even mad. It's fine. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Everything feels right. Oh. Oh, hi, Drac. Welcome to the stream. Shadow, there's something wrong, ironic about the way you say fine. Oh, that's good to know. Alright, Isaac gets to be the golden boy and have all the golden items. Felix has all of the synergy items for this game, and everything is fine with the world. It's fine.
Felix is casting teleport at like the way it should be. Oh, yeah. It's fine. Alright, anything up here? That's a negative. That's a negative. Anyways, we can now teleport. And definitely want to be able to do the Animus Sanctum when we leave, so we'll just complete Mars Lighthouse. That'll be today. Why don't you forge some gear? Nah, we'll do that either next stream or at the end of today's stream, depending on how quickly we beat Mars. But we definitely need to go to Yalom as soon as we leave here. Can we not go this way now? Oh yeah, we can hop into these spots here. Here we go. I always like to try and stand as close to the center of the teleport pad as I can. It's completely unnecessary. You can be standing anywhere on the teleport pad for it to work, but I like to do it. Oh, there's the race section I mentioned. That's a really fun one. What's bad answer? Oh, probably not going to Yalom immediately. What's down here? Is this where you go when you fall? Yeah, that's where you go when you fall. I think there's a chest if we run this whole length, but I'm not sure. You can bypass the race, but first get the chest. Bypass the race? Excuse you? Why would I want to do that? Oh, hi there. Oh, network error. Oh, nice. Good to hear me crunching chips. Yeah, the stream itself straight up disconnected. Careful with the weird random questions like that, by the way, cop. People who know you, like, yeah, it's like whatever, but new people who have never been exposed to the copster might be like, what? I'm not going to give my thoughts on that subject while being recorded live, thank you. Anyways, best armor in the game, and yet I kind of don't want to give it to anyone. I guess it's... oh, he can't check because of his curse. Increases criticals. That's nice. Yeah, fuck the Valkyrie mail. Worthless. Cop asks weird questions. I mean, like, I'm fine with them, but I know there are some people who would be, like, very put off by that. And yes, I know, Cop, that I can skip this, but I refuse! There is no need. Whoops, maybe there's a need. No, no need. You'll see. You are weak. Your bloodline will not survive the winter. Kaboom! Oh, hi there. Discomfort. Asking weird questions is all I have in life. Oh, cop. Good enough. Don't take it away from me! Oh! I wish I hadn't done that. That's a fun little trap. Stop it! Don't be mean! Oh, I still have moveset. I think that's back the way we came. Yeah, this is the path we didn't go down. Let's try that again. It's because we weren't properly aligned last time. Oh, Saw Blade. Shit, shouldn't have did that, but that's the Saw Blade right there. That is the Saw Blade, I know it. Yeah, and then we can get to Fugue like right after this, I'm pretty sure. So we don't actually have to do the torch puzzles to get to Fugue and the Saw Blade. Gimme, 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 gimme! Hell yeah! The thing that looks like a shovel! Give that shit to Felix. Felix loves Saw Blades. I'm sorry you can't have the Rune Blade anymore, but the Saw Blade is cooler. Give Pierre's a Rune Blade. Oh, I didn't mean to take your Spirit Ring. Take that back. You take his Hestia Blade. By the way, Cop, I've never had that Rune Blade before. It was a random drop that I've just never gotten. And Nether Ivory Maya. Give it to Isaac. Get out of here! Get out of here with that garbage, Tawny! What are you doing, man? What are you doing? You Goomba! You Goomba! Alright. Move on. I did that one specifically so I could just get back to the other side easy. Three of them dropped for you? Nice. No, you perished. Oh, who leveled up? Ivan. Good job, Ivan. Ominous. Oh! It's Agitio and Cars time, ladies and gents. I wonder how they got this far without teleport. You're not weird. Yes, that's not a bad. I mean, fair answer too, but you're also just not weird. Hi! Hi, friends! Look at them kissing while they die. Boss time! If I could transform into an Eldritch Abomination, I would do so. You know? I mean, that's very fair. There's a certain appeal to just being an unfathomable horror. It's nice to just not be fathomed once in a while, you know? Alright, let's get some healing going on here. Oh, did we give Isaac Crystal? We did. We did. Good for them to have some good Jin in case they're suddenly drawn into battle. Those will all be good Jin to recover after doing a bunch of summons. Oh yeah, and we have Eddie now. Damn, should have done that to Jenna. Then the reflux would have went off. It is, I don't really feel like I fit in anywhere, so it's, let me be completely other than a regular misfit. I got you. You have Eddie? I'm just going to try to scam people to get money for... Look, I'm so far away for Jawbreakers? That's a reference I do not get. I like this song, but I don't feel like it's a very good battle song. It's too subdued. Or at least compared to the rest of the Golden Sun catalog. This sounds more like we're standing on the world map, snarking at each other. Do we have Code Q? We do have Code Q. Let's pop it then. Oh, I don't even need to heal. Heal damage. Oh, Ed, Edd n Eddy? I did not watch that show. I was not a fan. I was aware of it, though. How dare you break us! We actually cast some buffs this time! Ban the witch! There's actually a lot of cartoons from that era that I'm not a fan of. Arnold. Really do not like Arnold. God, I love Code With You. What's left after that? Zagan? Yeah, Papa Zagan. Never really watched Arthur, but like it was fine, I guess. Didn't like Doug. Doug sucked. Cop. Come on, man. Oh, he's kissing me with heat. First time we've seen Hari's on the stream. Haven't had cause to summon him yet. That should be the end. No, Flame Dragon 1 is still up. This is why I love Code With You. Look, every turn for like a good, I think it's 3 or 5 turns, you just get healed. Although it's less and less every turn. But still, Code With You is my favorite summon for that one reason. This is a not very hard boss fight. I haven't even had to like use Flash or anything yet. I'm just wailing on him. Get geoded! Love geode. Stronger than some summons. Ooh, Sheba took a hit there. Code With You did not heal all of it. Let's have some fun here. We're gonna make, some enemy action go on. What are we doing on summons now? Sheba, you go ahead and heal yourself, hon. We're gonna actually have, Pierre's pop a shade, because why not? That amused me. Mold and Meld are fun. Fun gins. Ginny. I think Code With You will probably end this turn, so we're gonna pop it again. You go ahead and do that, dude. Could do an Eclipse. You know what, we really don't need the healing. We're just gonna, I think, unleash hell next turn and kill both of them. Unleash full salvos, if you know what I mean! Alright, we're gonna have 3 Venus, 4 Mars, 5 Mercury, 4 Jupiter. Yeah, stopped recovering HP. So I think it's 5 turns. Alright, let's go full barrels. We're gonna do... we don't have Ulysses. Ulysses would be very convenient right here, because they would use up just the right amount of gen. You just go ahead and keep fighting them. Use Echo. Go ahead and do that. You could pop
An Eclipse. Aim it at Karst Dragon, though, for maximum damage. And... yeah, you do that, why not? Boreas, we can't do Boreas if we also wanted to do Eclipse. And I kind of wanted to do Eclipse. We'll do Boreas next turn, though. That's why I had Pierre's use another gem. I knew that would kill Agitatio Dragon, that's why I had it aimed at Karst Dragon, so we would keep good chunks of damage. Although I accidentally made their turn useless. Oh, Ginfest, that was neat. How about you don't move anymore? For at least 2 turns. How does that sound? Core's a cool looking one. Alright, unleash the rest of hell. There we go. Should probably die this turn. You okay there, cop? Will never Jin kill against the boss. Condolences. Ah, see, didn't even get to drop a meteor on it. Sheba level 38. Pierre's level 37. No, was that Pierre's? I don't actually know. Why am I lying here? Wait, I think I remember. We were going to light the beacon. But the lighthouse was frozen. We wandered lost inside, trying to find the Airy. Thought, the summons who are apparently shooting through the lighthouses when they do this. I've always kind of assumed, like, when you pop a summon, it, like, opens a little pocket dimension where you're separated from reality, and they just get hit with pure conceptual energy. Like, none of it actually happens the way it looks, although it still kind of does. And it's mostly energy of a certain element, rather than anything like that. Oh, we're getting buffer wheel. I don't think it's network erroring yet. I think it's just buffer wheeling. Yeah, no, it's fine. Must hurry! If we delay, Prox will be destroyed. Infinite buffer wheel during Shadow's explanation. It is kind of infiniting. When you see someone, it opens a little pop. Is it back? It opens a little popped pimple. Come on, Twitch. Come on. Come on. Oh, I think it's back.
think we're back. Cop. I had a question for you. What was the question? Oh, hey, real quick though, before I answer your question. No, buffer wheel? Okay, before I answer your question, I always thought Summons kind of opened a little pocket dimension where, it kind of just allows it to hit you with the damage, but it's kind of like the summons aren't really happening, but they also are, and it's more like they're getting hit with, like, pure conceptual energy rather than actual meteors or actual judgment beams. It's just more of like the symbology of it, and they see it, but it's not actually destroying entire landscapes every time you see it, because it's more like the pocket dimension landscape, specifically made to be destroyed in that instant for sheer grandeur. Anyways, that's what I always thought summons kind of were. Because otherwise, like, yeah, every time you summon Catastrophe, you literally cause the fucking apocalypse. I don't think so, yo. Anyways, Shadow, what was your question? But the pain of the scroll wheel made me forget it. Ah, rip. It's no use. I'm absolutely drained. I can't even stand. And the cold. Why am I so cold? We of the Fire Clan are meant to be immune to the cold. I feel the cold too, Karst. I'm afraid we're going to die up here. Also, Karst is just evil Megumin. Lol. Oh, buffer wheel again? God damn it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be going much farther than getting Fugue tonight. That's probably where we'll end it. Think we're back? Yes, we are back. I can feel it now. The long, dark sleep creeping into my soul. You never got the network error? Oh. It was network erroring the whole time. Just buffer wheel? Oh. Probably... it's all the same shit, sadly. Wait. I think I remember. The eye. It told us that we lacked the will to go any farther. The eye! I remember now. I felt its gaze pierce me to the core. Then all went black. That's right. And I remember fighting against Felix. Buffer wheel again. back, I think? No, still buffering. I do too. Was it a dream? An illusion? Felix, is that you? Amazing. Then our luck hasn't entirely run out yet. Felix, you must complete our quest. Please, you have to light the beacon. We can't even stand. We're in no condition to go on. Light the beacon for us. Please. You'll need the Mars star. Go on, take it. Please hurry. If I can just see the light of the beacon, I'll know that I haven't died in vain. We're counting on you. Your hand. So warm. People have such warm hands. I had forgotten. I'm so cold. Colder than I ever thought possible. All because Mars Lighthouse remains unlit. I have to stay alive. Long enough to see its light. After you stabbed us in the back on Jupiter Lighthouse? Why should we? I have sympathy for them. They're all a bunch of arrogant dumbasses, but in another life we could have been friends. It's too late for us now. Hurry, light the beacon. You who hold the star, open your heart and listen. If you wish to reach the heavens, give your star to me. Oh. Instinct. I'm so tired. A fog is rising before my eyes. No. Can't die until the beacon is lit. Alright, let's activate this sucker. Alright. We have activated the tower. From its long slumber. Oh shit, I need to reset Jen. Everyone healed? Oh yeah, everyone's healed. That was not a hard fight. Alright, where the hell are... Man, there's a lot of passages here. No. Oh! Megiddo! I forgot that he can do that now. I'm just spamming A. And now that the lighthouse has been heated, you can acquire Fugue. Absolutely. Boop. Boop. I don't actually remember how to get to Fugue, but I know we'll come across it. Oop, not there. It's all muscle memory, remember? My hands know how to play Golden Sun. I think we could just cast Retreat. I don't know why we're going back the long way, but whatever. Probably faster to just Retreat, yeah. I don't know, I guess at this point I'm committed. Oh. Well, here we go. Had to let that happen. Alright, yeah, well, let's cast Retreat. Oh god, right, Pierre's has that sword now. It's weird to see him casting Void Blade. Oh, congrats Felix on the level. I think this one is active now? Yes. I love how the design of this lighthouse literally planned on it being absolutely frozen over and needing to be, like, reopened kind of thing. Like, what a design. I keep skipping over McGee, though. I'll stop rapidly spamming when Felix has a chance to use his attack. Alright, well, doors have now been opened also. Oh, I didn't do the glitch with, Agitio and Karst. If you do the burst again over those, statues, it makes the crack form again, and it just kind of floats there in midair. I'm sorry, guys, that's my B. I completely forgot about that when we were actually in the room. It's just a giant hanging crack floating in the sky. Not really sky, but you know what I mean. And I absolutely do not feel like running all the way back there. Hi, Fugue. And honestly, as a spot to turn around in this dungeon and walk away, this is a pretty good one. Because all we had to do is go from the... We already unlocked the main central room, and that's all we needed. Did I do Geode? I can't remember. That's fine, it attacked. Yeah, there's Geode. You can go there. Mars is the first element that we have all 18 Jinn for. Look at that. All 18. There's only one left of Venus, Mercury, and Jupiter. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. What time are we at? 10:13? Yeah, going for 4 hours. So next stream, we will start with Yalom. In fact, I'm just going to teleport over there now. We're going to stay at the inn and call it a night. So thank you to everyone for joining me today. I'm sorry the lag monster was as aggressive as it normally is. I suspect it's the weather combined with the normally shitty internet of the area. Hopefully next stream will be a bit better. Don't know if we're going to be doing any Kingdom tomorrow. I would like to finish off that playthrough we were doing. And then you all know the deal with Friday. We'll probably be streaming, but leaving the door open in case shenanigans ensue. So that is where we will end it for tonight. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you tomorrow.